guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mary. I do a lot of skincare reviews on my channel. So if you're interested in skincare content, then make sure that you are subscribed and you will be notified every time a new video is uploaded. So today's video is a slightly different video because I want to talk about my experience of a product that I have tried that's quite popular here in India as well. So I am going to talk about my experience of using the Rica wax, and I'm going to cover everything that I know about it in this video. So make sure that you check this out till the end. So let's begin this video. First of all, I want to talk about what exactly is a Rica wax as compared to other wax that you get in the market. So there are two types of wax. By wax, I mean the wax that you use for hair removal. Types of wax that is available. One is hydrosoluble, which means it gets absorbed in water and you can remove it using water. And the second one is liposoluble wax, which doesn't come off with water, which doesn't get absorbed in water, but it gets absorbed in oil, which is oil soluble solution. So what is the difference between, now Rica wax is a liposoluble wax. To talk about the benefits of Rica wax, firstly, the main benefit of Rica wax is that it is good for sensitive skin and it is less painful when you use this wax instead of the regular honey wax. The Rica wax, I want to cover up the not so good points of Rica wax. First of all, I will say that if you are running a salon, a parlor, and if you're using Rica wax, there are a lot of benefits to it and it's great. It works great in a salon environment. But if you're a consumer, you want to buy Rica wax to be able to use it at home, these are the things that I want to tell you. First of all, if you get the 800 ml or 800 grams tin of the wax, it is too much quantity to be heated up at once. If you want to empty the whole tin, in case you want to just if you want to heat up the whole tin, it will take forever to get heated up. Okay. If you want to put the if you want to heat up the entire tin, you can do it from the tin itself. You don't need to remove it off, but then it will take forever to make it hot. Okay, so I will not recommend that. In case you want to remove a little quantity of the wax and put it in a wax heater, that also is a task because it is very hard as compared to honey wax. It's very hard when it is on room when it is at room temperature. So it is not a great option to take a huge tin and get it to work at home, because at home you may not need that much quantity. If you're in a salon, or if you are running a parlor, then it makes sense to heat up the whole thing because you may need that much quantity. But otherwise, for at home use, it's not recommended to buy that huge tin. Another thing I want to cover up here is another option of using Rica wax is to use the roll-on that is sold on Nykaa. A benefit of that is that you don't have to heat the whole 800 ml tin of the wax, and it's just 100 ml quantity that you need to heat it up in order to use it, and it works because it is less messy. You don't need a spatula when you're using that roll-on of Rica wax. There's no need of spatula. There is less mess as compared to using a regular wax. It's not great because what happens is when you heat up Rica wax, first of all, to make it hot, it takes just that one just that one roll-on to make it hot. It takes 30 to 40 minutes, between 20 to 40 minutes. Okay, it's not less than that. So it takes a very long time, and after you start using it, it gets cold so fast and you have to keep switching it back and forth in order to reheat it again and again and again. So just getting that one roller of Rica wax one roll-on is not sufficient. You need at least 3. So there is the 3 station wax heater on Amazon, which is quite expensive. So for use at home, it is not a great idea. It is less messy as compared to regular waxes, but then there is still a lot of mess. It is very time consuming because it gets cold very fast, and it takes a long time to get hot, so that is a negative aspect of this wax. With the roll-on of Rica wax roller, there is less mess as compared to, you know, getting a wax in the tin and using a spatula to apply it. But there is still a little bit mess that will happen, and in order to get it clean, you cannot use water because it is liposoluble. It doesn't come off with water. You need oil to remove it, and once you drip it on the floor or somewhere, it's just terrible to clean it off. So important point which I want to mention is that when you use a honey wax, you can go over your skin once and twice, okay, using a honey wax. But when you use Rica wax, you cannot go over the skin twice and thrice, because then it will rip the skin off. And there are times when you're not careful enough, or for whatever reason, if you go over some sensitive area like the elbow of the skin, elbow of the arm, and if you apply wax and if you rip it off little hard, or even normally if you have sensitive skin, it becomes, the skin gets irritated. So even though it is good for sensitive skin, but there are times when the skin gets irritated even with this wax. Now I want to talk about the bean waxes and the stripless wax of Rica. Stripless means you don't need the waxing strips in order to apply and, you know, rip it off. You can just directly apply the wax, wait for it to dry, and rip the wax off. So you don't require a strip for it. I wanted to cover that. And there are also bean waxes. I want to talk about that. Bean wax is a great option in terms of you don't have to hassle with removing the wax out of the tin and, you know, putting it inside. Bean is easy. Just put it in the wax heater and use it whatever quantity that you need for the day. It is good in that aspect. But a problem with stripless wax is that it is only good for small patches of skin. But if you want to cover up, like you must have seen in certain viral videos that they are applying all over the arm and then just ripping it off. I want to say it doesn't work that way. You may have seen it in viral video, but I believe there's some sort of things not right with that, because in my personal experience it doesn't work that way. If you use a stripless wax, it only works if you apply it in smaller sections. So that is why they have mostly kept it for you know, underarm area and certain sensitive areas of the skin, but not for the whole arm and, you know, whole arm and leg. You can do it, but you have to do it in small sections. So again, time consuming, but it's still good enough. But you know, there are times you'll have to go over your skin again and again, because it is not as effective in hair removal as compared to the regular wax which requires strip. A lot of negative aspects also. So in case you are okay with that, you still want to try and you love waxing, only then I'll recommend you to try this. But otherwise, if you are new to waxing, you want to buy these products to use at home, I don't recommend this. Don't try it, because it's not a great idea. It will take a lot of practice for you to get used to it. So that was my overall experience of using the Rica wax. I don't have you know, the product with me as of now, because I tried it a few years back, but I still wanted to share my experience. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, if you found any information useful in this video, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and are subscribed for more such skincare tips and skincare reviews. And you'll find a lot of these videos from the description box below. And that's it from today. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.